I welcome you all in this online video tutorial. So today I'll be talking about the infinitesimal contact transformation and the Poisson bracket. So let us take a consider the constant of motion and the symmetry property. We'll be discussing about the constant of motion and symmetry property. So we'll be discussing how the constant of motion is related to the symmetry property. So let us take a function u, which is a function of the small p and capital small q. So that transforms to u plus del u, e plus delta u. So under ICT, this is infinitesimal contact transformation, such that we can write down del u equal to u plus del u minus u. So this is written as u plus del u, that is u function of the capital Q is capital P minus u small p small q. That is, we are changing from the old coordinate to the new coordinate. New coordinate is capital P and capital Q, capital P small q. So by infinitesimal contact transformation, ICT. So in order to find out del u, or you can write down this as a u and q equal to, that is q plus delta q, this is p plus delta p minus u p and q, small p and small q. So this is written as u q p plus del u by del qi dqi plus del u by del pi dpi minus u p q. This I have done the Taylor series expansion. So therefore, what do we get? This u q p and these two get cancelled. So ultimately, what do we get? By this small change in the value of the q and p, we get delta u equal to, we get del u by del qi into epsilon and del g by del pi, and that is equal to del qi. This is del qi plus, so this will be minus del u by del pi to delta pi, and delta pi equal to epsilon del g by del qi. So you take epsilon common. Now it is a function, it is a Poisson bracket. So Poisson bracket of epsilon has come out with Poisson bracket of the u and g generating function. So this u function and the generating function, that could be written in terms of the Poisson bracket. So delta u equal to infinitesimal change ICT, it is written as the epsilon u into h. Now if it is this u is replaced by the Hamiltonian, so we can write down delta h equal to epsilon h and g. This we can write down epsilon h g, or you can write down this is q p because of the Poisson bracket. So finally, the function is a, we know that function is a constant of motion, that if a function is a constant of the motion, you know that if a function is constant of motion, then its Poisson bracket with the Hamiltonian vanishes. Poisson, if the function is a constant of motion, then it's a function Poisson bracket with the Hamiltonian, it will be 0. Poisson bracket with the Hamiltonian, it will be 0 or vanishes. So if the so delta h, that becomes 0. So consequently, if the constant of motion is the generating function, then of these ICT, in which the Hamiltonian remains invariant. So the momentum conservation theorem appear as a special case of the general statement. So what it says, if the coordinate qy is cyclic, then what you can write down, this coordinate is cyclic, the Hamiltonian is independent of qy. So you can write down, if the Hamiltonian is independent of the qy, so the transformation generated by the generalized momentum conjugate to qy, that is gpq equal to, it is only we will get pi qy, because our qy is cyclic, so the generating function will be only pi. So therefore transformation equation of ICT, transformation equation of ICT, this will be delta qy or delta pj. So delta qy equal to del g by del pj, or delta qy equal to, so this will be del pi by del pi by del pj. You take this j, this is j, so the delta I j, and del pj equal to del g by del qj, so this is 0 as the coordinate is cyclic. So therefore this is exactly required in infinitesimal displacement of the qy, and that is only qy. So we can have this idea that the conservation of the momentum conservation. So the coordinate, if the coordinate is cyclic, if the coordinate is cyclic, then its conjugate momentum, this conjugate momentum is a constant of motion. Thank you.